think we approached every day with just go to work, be a veterinarian, and the money will be there. And so I took on that challenge, and through the skills that I learned with the Oculus Business School, I was able to read my financials. I was able to work with a budget and utilize the budget. I was able to learn quite a bit about marketing and advertising and strategy. You know, we had discussions about our vision and our mission and our brand, and all of those things were things that I and we had never thought about before. We had never thought about, like, what do we want to be? What do we want people to see us as? And then try to position ourselves so that we were those things.
What's your advice for young people that are still in vet school or close to finishing vet school?
I think what Oculus offered was really something that I really missed in my whole study as a vet. Just also to understand where you base your prices on and how things work and how you need to approach clients and think of new opportunities. And that's all something that you don't get during your study. It's totally focused on the medical side and not on the practical side, actually. I joined the business school because I wanted to focus more on the business side of my clinic. And it really also helped me to sell the clinic in an easy way to Annikura, because everything was already in place. It learned me a lot about the management, the people side, but also especially the financial side, which was for me very important to learn, as you don't get this in school. And then also in my whole career, it has now helped me also to find the problems in the other clinics that I'm now running. And I would advise it to other people. If you really want to be serious about your clinic, then you should also know enough about the other side of practice management.
It was a tremendously experience. And my first impression, I was a little confused that there were so many different characters and veterinarians who were working with chicken and farm animals and sometimes even from the industry, and only really rarely some equine vets. But it was a huge benefit to share all these different kind of experience, and we learned from each other so much. Besides the fact that it was very nice to recognize that all the different problems and issues you have in the company are always the same. And it is not regarding equine or small animal. The problems are really likely and similar, but so we could benefit from each other to share this experience.
And I think business education and management education is really important in vet business also. I have seen that usually these things are not educated in vet schools or in university. And by understanding more business and management, I think you will get more competitive advantage. And it is also investment to your practice and your business.
So we've met you at several Oculus Insights educational summits and business schools. Where were you looking for when you first signed up for one of our programs?
I think I guess as the practice grew, you realized that the business side of practice was really important, and the business side was more than just the finances. It was to do with the people as in your clients, people as in your staff, and the marketing side of your business. Bringing all of that together. We're trained in looking after the animals and don't have training in business and people management, and it was to try and do that job better. Initially, my thought was, well, it would be nice if it was just all people doing exactly the same as me in equine practices and in the UK. And then as you met others, you realized that a lot of the problems are the same all round or world round. And you can get some really good ideas from others. And one of the things I remember from one of the very first meetings that I went to was discussions about feeding of horses and special diets for hospitalized cases. And we from there set up a Weight Watchers for horses, which still runs today. We don't call it Weight Watchers, we call it the Shape Up Club. And you know, that side of things, it came out of ideas that you heard, maybe not a specific lecture, but ideas you heard from others. We're doing this, and you thought, well, that's a good idea. How we develop it? Fat horses are a problem. What are we going to do? And so that runs, and it grows, and it's big, and it's you know, we've shared that within the other CVS equine practices and around, because we believe it's a good thing. So that's just an example.